The news at 5 starts right now. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Janelle Wang.
And I'm Raj Mathai. A neighborhood is concerned this evening after a seemingly random and violent attack captured on surveillance camera. It shows a woman walking down the road in San Francisco, grabbed from behind and thrown to the ground and apparently robbed.
NBC Bay Area Sam Brock is in that neighborhood. He's been talking to residents there. And Sam, what can you tell us?
Janelle, Raj, good evening. The residents here simply cannot believe what they saw. We showed them that video today. The whole thing happening right here on this block. You'll see this man come up and blindside a poor woman, wrestle her, take her down to the ground, attack her, then leave and come back and hit her again. We want to warn you, the pictures you're about to see are disturbing to some. Two different cameras showing the blindside assault of a woman just walking down the street in the Portola district. She's whipped to the ground and apparently robbed as the assailant takes something from her hand, then turns around and attacks her a second time. We showed this video to neighbors on Sweeney Street. What's the first thing that goes through your head?
Shock. I think I'll call 911 right away and just yell.
This woman, Paige, was out walking her dog when we caught up with her. She says that violent attacks here are unusual, but she says she too was recently victimized. A man accosted her and tried to spit in her face.
At that point, I said, I'm going to take Uber if it's going to be late, or, I'm going to have a stun gun and a mace,
To protect yourself?
To protect myself, yeah.
The owners of the cameras that captured the crime didn't want to talk on camera, but did tell us they shared the pictures with police. San Francisco PD confirms there is an active and ongoing investigation, but they say they can't tell us anything else to preserve the integrity of their work.
It's scary because I walk this block all the time, and I walk with my kids, I walk with my parents, and now it seems like you can't walk by yourself.
Now, Hillary Ronan is the supervisor for this district. Earlier today, I talked to her chief of staff, and she tells me that they are most concerned that the spike in crime that they've seen here disproportionately impacts the Asian community. SFPD says they cannot corroborate that, but they can tell me that the victim in this case was in fact Asian. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we're going to take a look at how the safety issues here are being addressed right now. Reporting live from San Francisco, I'm Sam Brock. Back to you in the studio.
A woman attacked in the middle of the day, and now an active investigation to find out why. What you're looking at is surveillance video from a daycare center, which you saw there shows a man blindsiding and attacking the woman in San Francisco's Portola district. NBC Bay Area Sam Brock has been speaking to neighbors and police.
Without any warning or seeming provocation, this man just grabs a woman walking down Sweeney Street and whips her to the ground.
Oh my God, horrible. That is just horrific. And yet the audacity of that man just to push her down and come back and hit her again.
Rose Oriana is reacting to a second round where the man comes back and appears to strike the woman in the face.
It's scary because I walk this block all the time, and I walk with my kids, I walk with my parents, and now it seems like you can't walk by yourself.
San Francisco police are pursuing leads and actively investigating this attack, though no word yet on the suspect that they're trying to track down. It happened in San Francisco's Portola district, a heavily Asian community tucked in by the 101-280 split. The neighborhood association is concerned about an uptick in crime. So too is Supervisor Hillary Ronan, who represents this district. Her chief of staff told me today that 40% of the district is Chinese speaking, and they're concerned that Asians are disproportionately impacted by the crime. Now, police could not corroborate that, but did tell me the victim in this assault is an Asian woman.
It's really undescribable why you want to hurt when you got something already.
This woman, Paige, has lived in the neighborhood for years. She says she was also recently victimized by an attack, so she's changed her mindset.
At that point, I said, I'm going to take Uber if it's going to be late, or, I'm going to have a stun gun and a mace,
To protect yourself?
To protect myself, yeah.
Now, Supervisor Ronan's chief of staff did tell me earlier today that there's already been an event on community safety here in the Portola district, but in light of what just happened, they're going to be holding another conversation coming up here in the coming weeks, specifically about this attack. In San Francisco, I'm Sam Brock. Back to you in the studio.
Sam, thank you.